Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Happy Wednesday to everybody. How is everybody doing? Let me double check and make sure this stuff is on Twitter and YouTube. How's everybody doing, man? We got a couple of things we want to talk about. There is some recruiting things that's taking place right now, and we want to make sure we're in the loop and know exactly what's going on. So how's everybody doing? I'm going to greet everybody as they come in. Okay, yes, we're here. We're on Twitter. Cool. Okay, Twitter, YouTube, the whole thing. So look, man, hey, happy Wednesday to everybody. These coaches are absolutely on the recruiting trail, and it's straight up go time. Can you guys hear me okay? Is everybody hearing me okay right now? What's the deal? Slap happy. What's the word, man? What's the word? Fight on, fight on, fight on. Hey, I appreciate you, Slap happy. How you doing, man? Hey, Raul, what's the word, man? Fight on, my man. Fight on. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk, baby. Let's talk. Yo. Hey, Robert, what's up, man? Hey, Max Reps, what's the deal? I hope you're putting up max reps right now, 315. I put up 315 today, man. I got it in today. And that's hey, look, I am, let me tell you something. I am lost in the sauce. I'm gonna tell you that. Let me tell you guys, and I'm gonna get to some of this stuff. I'm gonna tell you guys what I did today. I went to go work out this morning, right? And so every time after I get, finished working out, I always, I always sit in the steam room. Got in the steam room, sweat it out real good. You do your cardio, you do your lifting. I got 315 up, I'm repping it out. So I came home and I tried to cut my grass. And let me tell you something. I am lost in the sauce. I start cramping up. Look, I can't, half of my grass is done right now. Half of my grass. I had to stop. I couldn't do it. So I usually try to cut the grass before. I try to cut it before I try to, work out. And then I may go work out. But dang, I didn't know that was going to happen. But look, happy Wednesday to everybody. Let me finish greeting somebody. Hey, everybody, man. How's everybody doing? So look, man, let's talk about what some of these coaches are doing right now. And I think right now, Eric Henderson, you guys already know, I talked about this as it relates to the transfer portal and some of those other things that have been taking place, NIL, transfer portal. But Coach Eric Henderson, and I'm gonna continue to greet some people. Robert, what's going on? USCJ playing. Hey, maybe, I don't know, man. Don't sleep on me. Do not sleep on me, man. I hit that 315 today. Hey, but what's up with you, Eddie? And so, I told you their primary focus is the high school class, right? 2025 class, they're doing some phenomenal things. I think a lot of this NIL money is tied into that. And so we're going to talk about that because Eric Henderson popped up to one of the biggest recruits schools. And look, man, one of those pictures, the pictures came out from that visit. And look, man, it's straight up go time. But real briefly, let me tell you guys this. This is LSU versus USC. This game has been scheduled. It's been announced September 1st. It's going to be at 7:30. That is West Coast. Oh, excuse me, 7:30 East Coast time, which is 4:30 West Coast time. So look, be there or be square. That game, listen, when they started posting this stuff, and when I start seeing things like this, I am absolutely, I'm starting to get, how you start getting not nervous, but I'm starting to feel some type of way. Like this is real go time. I need my fan up here. Like it's real go time because I tell you what, this game is going to mean a lot. And we're going to talk about the recruit that Eric Henderson went to go see just today because, this kid is in Louisiana. And this game is what you call a must-win game. And, we can slice it or dice it however we want to slice it. But I really feel like this game right here, LSU, I feel like it's a must-win game for so many reasons, not just for the momentum for the season, but I think just for recruiting-wise. And I think if we just can come on in and just really make it happen and just really just dominate this game, if we could play, I told you guys this, if we could just play the way we played against a team like Louisville, I think that we will be okay. I don't see why we couldn't play that. And here's the thing. A lot of people are freaking out right now. They're freaking out. Like, we're not, I'm literally seeing people crying on Twitter and freaking out, having a fit. But here's the thing. As far as personnel, how do you guys feel about the personnel we have currently compared to the personnel that we have now? Personnel that we have currently compared to the personnel that we had in the Holiday Bowl. Because, I mean, let's just face it. Do I think we're going to face a defense as good as Louisville? They might be on that same level, if not worse than that. Because right now, LSU, they have some issues as well. When you're talking about D tackle spot, matter of fact, Suggs just got a visit over there. So that's kind of the situation we're kind of dealing with right now. So that's kind of my primary thing is that, if our offense can just play the way they did, I'm telling you, if they play like that, we're winning that game. And guess who happened to be the quarterback? His name was Miller Moss. Guess who happened to be a wide receiver? Mekhi Lemon. Guess who happened to be another wide receiver? Deuce Robinson. Guess who happened to be another wide receiver? Jacoby Lane. So if we could play like that in this particular game, which is September 1st, this is going to be the kickoff classic. I really believe that we're going to be okay. Yes, we have to get a push in the defensive area, the middle of the field. And my hope is that that'll happen. But here's the thing. While everybody is essentially falling out right now, none of us really knows how it's going to look as it relates to our D-line. We know that we got some very capable guys. Guys like we talked about it, Carline Jones. He was committed to. He was going to Ohio State. We got other guys that are there, and who knows, Kobe Pepe. He might. The light bulb may come on. None of us know that, and so the thing is, I'm believing that USC and you got the other guys that are there as well, like a Cam Fountain, of course, Jamil Muhammad, Braylon Shelby. So I am very, very confident that we're going to be okay. I just believe that, provided that our offensive line could just protect. And if you guys remember this, the game against Louisville, the offensive line didn't have to hold blocks for a long time. Do you guys remember that? You know why? Because Miller Moss was really getting rid of the ball very, very quickly. So we're not looking for the offensive line just to be all world or all everything. Just hold the blocks. And yes, we want to establish the run games. We'll be okay. But just hold the blocks long enough so Miller can get the ball out of his hands very, very quickly. That's all we're looking for. We're not asking for anything else. And as I stated, I think we can provide that type of performance. I'm going to still greet some people before I move on. I got to start talking about this other thing real quick, because it's going to really transition over to Eric Henderson. Eric Henderson, here it is right here. Eric Henderson going to Louisiana. This is why this game means so much. Now, here is Eric Henderson, and I'm going to explain to you guys what's happening here. This is Jakeem Stewart, and you guys know Jakeem Stewart, the #1 player. And by the way, he appears to be reclassifying. I think I got that information up. Yeah, I got it. I got it up. And I'll put that up here in a second. But Jakeem Stewart is going to reclassify. And so now we see Eric Henderson on the trail and absolutely he's at his practice. He's on the field. And so this is the primary focus. And I can tell you this. You get a guy, Jakeem Stewart. We get Elijah Griffin. We got Isaiah Gibson. We got who else? Justice Terry. And then Odom. Odom hasn't committed yet, but I heard he could possibly lean. Do you not know we had the #1 defensive line class in the country? Not only that, we will actually have the #1 class in the country. That we're at #3 according to On3 right now. #4 according to 24/7 Sports. So I think we'll be just fine as it relates. So we just need to get those guys. And so here Eric Henderson is, which is, I'm extremely excited about what I see from him. Jakeem Stewart. I saw Jakeem Stewart actually retweeted this picture today, talking about Eric Henderson. And so that lets me know that he's really excited about a guy like Eric Henderson. So all we ask him, and like I said, I believe the recruitment is going to come down to the LSU, and it's ironic. We have to play these guys. The recruitment is going to come down to the LSU versus USC game, which I just brought to you September 1st. This is going to be the deciding factor, I believe, with Jakeem Stewart. It's either go, because he's right there in the backyard of LSU. However, you got a guy, you got Coach Henney right here. You got Coach Henney able to move and groove. He's coming to your practice. He's already established himself as the father type of figure. And so this is one of the things that I think USC can absolutely just really capitalize, provided we win this game. I know I've been rambling. Let me get to some of these comments. I like to get to some of these comments real quick. Jay, we need to get some big monsters on Moses on defense. Absolutely. Gordon, last time I did 315 bench, I was 50 years up, 71. Gordon, man, hey, you the man. Hey, shout out to you, man. I'm still young enough to where I can get it, but I ain't gonna lie, man. The older I get, I feel somewhat lost to the sauce. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. But hey, I know you could do it, man. Where you used to be able to do it. Big Brian, what's the word? Black Diamond, what's the word? B Hunter, I bet you couldn't cut up my grass. Hey, let me tell you something, bro. I don't want to go. Hey, please. hey, forget that. Hey, look, man, I got family. You don't understand. I got family from out that way, man. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Trust me. I know. I know. What's up, brother Albert? Congratulations on that engagement, man. Big shout out to you. Goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps right now, man. And so this is what it is. Fight on. Let me greet some more people, man. I want to make sure. Go Trojans. Julian, what's up? What's up? LSU will set the tone. I'm telling you. And so this is why this is so important right now. You got a guy like Eric Henderson at this practice right now. And here, let me pull this up. I'm going to kind of greet people in between. And yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Mo, I totally agree. But he's not as, you talk about Javon Curse that went to Tennessee, but he's not as cut as Javon Curse. He went to the Tennessee Titans too. But Javon Curse was a beast. But I agree though. His build, he has a physical stature that's legit. But here's the actual On3 just put this out today, and it says this: 2026 number 2 prospect Jakeem Stewart is strongly considering reclassifying to the 2025 class, and a handful of schools. These are the schools you guys see it up here: Ohio State, LSU, Auburn, Oregon, USC, and Texas. You guys already know. I told you guys a while back that he was considering. Now we see that it's becoming official. He's going to absolutely consider this all the way. So you guys can drop those comments, man. You guys can tell me what you think. But Jakeem Stewart, he's one of those guys that we got to get. We have to get him. Just given the fact that he's reclassifying, it is so big for the USC football program that if we could secure him, well, if we could beat LSU and then secure this commitment, I believe not even a day after that game, we will see Jakeem Stewart commitment one way or the other. And, I'm believing it's going to be USC, provided that USC goes out there and takes care of business. So that's that with that. Hold on, let me greet some more of these people real quick. USC will be absolutely. I'm believing it, man. I'm believing it. We need two D tackles with some. Hey, but listen, flawless. The thing is, we got what we got right now. And here's what I want everybody to know. I want the fan base to know. I appreciate your comment. God forbid Bear gets hurt. We screwed. Listen, right now, USC got what they got. I told you guys know I brought the video about Gavin Myers, that came to visit USC. That looks like the last, and that looks like the last straw, possibly. If we're able to add him, it's a great possibility that'll provide some depth. However, I did tell you guys, with Gavin, he's 285 pounds. He's not the biggest guy in the world. And I think that, we got guys that are, I believe just as good. It's not knocking him, but like I said, Elijah Hughes is the same size as him. He plays nose tackle in the Mountain West Conference. And so Will he provide depth? Sure. But we got guys like Nate Clifton. We got guys like Elijah Hughes. Of course, we got guys like Anthony Lucas that could play the same spot as him. If he's coming in to play nose tackle, maybe I told you guys that Eric Henderson, he worked with a guy that happened to be a Pro Bowler who is Aaron Donald, was 280 some pounds, right? And so maybe he could do the same wonders with him. Maybe he can move and groove. Maybe they see that in him. I don't know. But at the end of the day, we have what we have right now, and this is what we're going to have to roll with. I can't look back, man. One thing that I know is that the only thing we can control is what we can control. And that is focus on what we have in front of us, which is the guys that are here. And I love all those guys. I think we got guys that got talent. Do I think that they're just going to be just bull rushing everybody? I don't know. I'm honestly, I don't know what it's going to look like. None of us know what it's going to look like. UCLA didn't know what their D-line was going to look like until they got on that field. Did Jay Toya have a phenomenal year the year before? That he balled out last year. So of course the other Latu balled out, but Jay Toya, I don't remember him having as effective of a year as he did this year. I'm still cramping up. That's crazy. I can't even believe that. That shows you how hard I hit it. But and so, hey, only thing we can control is what we can control, big dog. That's it. Sal, SC, some big coaches in football. Best coaches in football. Yeah, I totally agree. The transfer portal's the transfer portal's ridiculous. They need to do something. We got better coaches. That means something, Jay. I totally agree. I'm with you. No more ice cream and and pillow fights. Hey, for real. Get rid of the ice cream. Renee, we beat LSU if Kobe Pepe balls out. Hey, man, Kobe Pepe, he didn't hit the transfer portal. I believe, look, man, these guys did not forget how to play football. Sometime, all it takes is the right individual to come up and motivate you. I want to ask you guys a question. And this is in reference to Kobe Pepe. This is a real question. How many times in you guys' personal life that, whether it's a coach, whether it's a pastor, whether it's a teacher, whoever it is, you didn't have the same motivation until that individual came up and put some fire under you, right? You didn't have that same motivation until that individual came up and showed you how to do something more effective. This is what we have in these coaches. This is what we have in Coach Nua. This is what we have in Coach Sean Nua, Eric Henderson, Matt Ince, Doug Belt. These guys know, and Deanton Lynn, these guys know how to put some pep in their step. And as a result, I believe that alone, you put ability, plus you put the encouragement that comes from the coaches. That got to add for what, 30%? Look, man, a lot of stuff is mental. You got to know that you can do it. And once you believe you can do it, you can do it. So I think we got those coaches. I told you guys that Eric Henderson, when I listened to him speak from his initial talk, when he came in, I wanted to run through a wall. I wanted to put the pads on. I wanted to get it on and popping, on and cracking. I mean, straight up. I mean, every time I hear that speech, I want to get on. I want to get it cracking. So sometimes it's mental, man. And if he does it for me, sure enough, he could do it for the players. I mean, it's no telling what they feel like doing. Carline Jones, absolutely. I love him, man. You guys know I had Carline Jones on my show, and Carline Jones is big time, man. I absolutely love Carline Jones. I love his attitude, and I've been putting up, those who follow me on Twitter, I've been putting up all kinds of stuff about Carline Jones. He's been winning all these local awards, and I mean, the guy is like, he's an A1 student. He's a class. He has all the class in the world. Very outstanding young man. So, I'm all for it. LSU is weak. They're terrible. Weak in the secondary and are looking for D-line help. Now, I told you guys, LSU is pretty much in the same boat as USC. Now, Suggs, coincidentally, just went to LSU to visit. So that's the situation. I don't know if they're gonna get him or not. But Suggs is the same as Myers. Well, I think he may be a little better than Myers, Gavin Myers from Wyoming. But size-wise, they're close to the same size. Yeah, so LSU's in the same situation as us. I mean, that's what it is. Sheldon, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? You know my people's from Louisiana, man. I changed my diet, but I used to eat that crawfish, etouffee, boudin. You know what I'm talking about. What else they got? Man, they got all kind of, man, that food down there is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Bringing that talent. Absolutely. Bringing that talent from Louisiana. Yeah, Louisiana. LSU, you know what? A lot of people don't realize LSU is similar to Louisiana, although it's smaller, even though the state is smaller. LSU, they're surrounded by talent, man. I'm trying to remember some of those schools. John Curtis. I can't remember all those schools, but they got some schools, man, that are even in the Shreveport, Louisiana area, they got some schools. I can't remember all those schools, but they got some talent, man. If LSU just pulls from their backyard, they straight. It's the same way with USC. If we pull from our backyard, we straight. Venezuela. Hey, fight on, my man. Fight on. All the way from Venezuela. I appreciate you tapping in. Hopefully Henderson brought the USC 18. Hey, that's already done. You see the class number right now. We're sitting at number 3 right now. Jay, the homie 50 pumps and down to play. If SC shows him the 6 foot, 189 pound. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Miller will ball this year. Yeah, I totally get it. USC is getting some help in the fall. We're going to be straight, man. We are going to be straight. Views from the totally agree. Hey, what's up, my man? Go follow. Hey, you guys see this channel? Views from the stand. Make sure you guys subscribe to that channel and hit the like button. Matter of fact, he's with him on this channel, right? Well, Blackie Chan, they have a show called Light the Torch. Go hit that subscribe button. Those two are on there. Plus, this is his other page here. Marshall Faulk is favorite from Louisiana. Man, but no. But, hey, he's good. He's good. Joe McKnight is my favorite. I love Marshall Faulk. He went to San Diego State. But Joe McKnight is my guy. All right, hey, I started to send you a video today, man, hitting that 315. Step your game up, man. I need to see that 315, man. He sent me a video on Twitter doing 225. He did it. I give it to him. I think he got it 9 times, and I got it 20 times. But I was kind of just getting back. I can get it about 26 times. I sent him the video doing it 20 times. He sent it to me doing 9 times. Shout out to Blackie Chang. But I got 315 up, man. I need you to hit that up, man. Big time. LSU is a must-win for the. It's going to set the tone, man. It's going to, like I said, not only the tone for the season, it's one of the biggest recruiting wins that we could possibly ever have. It's going to come from the LSU. I got a couple. Man, I'm getting lost. Let me get some of this other stuff real quick. In other news, let me flip the script real quick. Here it is, right here. All right, recruiting news. I'm all lost in the sauce. This is LaRue Zamorando. He's from Centennial High School. He's a big-time corner, a long corner, a corner that I absolutely love. He put out his top, was it 6? Oregon, Penn State, Michigan State, Arizona. Let me wind that back. Scoot this over a little bit so you guys can see this. Okay. He put out his top 8. Was it 8 or 7? And then Washington, Kansas, and USC. Now, I think USC is in good position to get this guy, man. Zaror. I'm going to show you his film real quick, but we'll take a look at it real quick because this guy absolutely is a ball player. And I want to know, there is a common theme right now. Let me see if I can blow this up just a little bit bigger. I want to see this a little bit. No, I can't. Let's see. Let me pull his thing up. I want you guys to really. I want you guys to see this. No, that's not that much bigger. But anyway, there's a common theme right now, and USC is absolutely going after, and this is Deontay Lynn's doing, man. I believe it. You look at the cornerbacks we got, whether it's through the transfer portal. Zaru is the same way. He's from Centennial High School. He's a monster-sized corner, standing at 6'2", and you notice the theme. Carlos Nicholson, 6'4". You see him here, LaRue, 6'2". You look at Humphreys that came from UCLA. He's 6'2". You see Jacoby Covington, although he was already there. He's 6'2". So there is a common theme right now with some of these quarterbacks, and the dude can absolutely ball out. He could play, man. Let me salute some more of these people. But that is some more news and note items. And as I stated, let's get back to these. This is where he is deciding these last 7 schools. You got Washington, USC, Kansas, Oregon, Penn State, Michigan State, and Arizona. I think we are in great position. Centennial High School, local guy. I really, really hope that USC is able to get him. Really hope that he's able to get it. We're able to get him. And so that is a couple of other things. But getting back to this, everybody's talking about this. This is a must-win, and this will set the tone. Those who are coming on, USC announced it 7:30, September 1st, 7:30 East Coast time, 4:30. And by the way, the time for the Michigan game was announced as well. It will be 12:30 West Coast time, which is 3:30 East Coast time. So I think somebody asked me, they said, Jay, are we still going to have to deal with all of these crazy times that we dealt with in the past? I don't think so. I think we're going to see earlier games. 12:30, hopefully. 12:30, hopefully, is the earliest. 11, I think we can live with that, 11 o'clock. But for the most part, I'm hoping. But I know we will not see no Pac-12 after dark. I don't think we'll see that anymore. Some of those games were absolutely ridiculous. I got to get ready and go to church the next day. I mean, it's crazy. Let me get to this super chat real quick. Hey, happy Wednesday to you, my man. Happy Wednesday, Daniel. Hey, big salute, fam. Hey, your gumbo is fire. Hey, Bishop, God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate you. Roger Dodger, yes, the way San Diego State got him at Logan plus San Diego. Oh, you guys talking about Marshall Faulk. Big salute, USC Barbershop fan. Absolutely. Let me get to this super chat, and then I'm gonna get to some of these other ones real quick. We got about 300 people in here between YouTube and, man, it's all kind of comments. Man, I ain't see none of this. Man, Half-Breed, where you been at, man? You lost in the sauce, man. What's up? I appreciate that super chat, man. What's the word? Hey, Hall of Fame. Hey, Jason, what's up, big dog? Hey, man, go. Hey, let me tell you something about Jason. He's an Oklahoma fan, but I got love for him, man. Go subscribe to that channel, man. Jason is cool, people. What's up, big dog? Shout out to the hardest working dude on YouTube. Love the show, brother. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Likewise. Hey, go subscribe to him. He's the coolest. Him and what's the other guy? Jason, you got to help me out. I can't think of it right now. Oh, Unfair Sports. Unfair Sports. Those are the 2 Oklahoma guys I mess with, man. Much respect to those 2 guys, man. But they always keep it 100. For those who are just coming in, let me greet some of these people. We will have big noon game. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. For those who are just coming in, you guys have to go back and watch that. I covered a few things, and we talked about the recruiting trail. I don't want to have to repeat myself, but hey, it is what it is. Oregon, Ohio State are just spending a few $1 million. Hey, I'm not hating on them. I can't hate on them. They're doing what they got to do. I can't get mad because who's not, they're not spending the money. So look, it is what it is. We just got to, until they figure it out. Supermax, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, unfair sports. So let me go up here and get some of these other comments real quick before I get off of this thing. I'm hot. Uh, Shreveport, yeah, man. Shreveport, the real deal. You already know. You already know. I got family out there. Man, where you been at all day, man? You been lost in the sauce, man. Where you been at all day? Uh, can we convert a freshman sophomore? I'm trying to think one that we could. I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't think so, man. I don't know. I don't. Amos Talele. I don't. No. I think he's a. You know. I don't think we have. You know, one of those guys that. No. To me, I don't think so. If you guys know anybody that you think, I don't think so. I think everybody's at their rightful position. We got to run. Yeah, we got to run what we got. What we got. And Henny we trust. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So true. Motivation can fuel these guys. Absolutely, man. That's all I'm saying. Listen, a motivational speech, a person that believes in you. And by the way, let me just get this out real quick for those who don't know. There are a lot of guys, people don't realize this, that, and I hate to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up, that the Alex Grinch situation, you guys know, I don't talk about a lot of stuff, man, because, you know, I don't like to put out the negative energy, but there are a lot of things that I know about the inside the locker room type situation, such as division and the favoritisms. And I don't think he was the most motivating guy in the world that will motivate these guys. And a lot of guys literally turned against him. I know that for a fact. And Eric Henderson, even Matt Ince, Doug Belt, Deontay Lynn, listen, they motivate me. They motivate me. And I'm watching here. I'm sitting here watching it right now. And so to me, if you want to just say that maybe add 20 or 30% to the actual production on the field, I believe that can happen just based on those guys believing in you, taking out the time, showing you proper technique. I believe with all my heart that alone, because those guys, people can say what they want, but you guys remember last year in the huddle, those guys weren't even paying Alex Grinch any attention. Did you guys notice that? But I didn't want to address that because these guys watch my show, and I don't want to address that. I don't want to add fuel to the fire. You guys already know. That's the kind of person I am. I don't want to add fuel to the fire. And so I just wanted to get through the season. But Lord have mercy. I didn't think the season was going to end up like that. Everybody was lost in the sauce. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. All due respect, I don't want to hear about the portal. Coach, all the potential out of Shelby, Luke. I agree with you. Hey, totally agree. Lucas, Pepe, Clifton, Jones, Abasari. Listen, man, and running backs. We are more than, that this is what I don't understand. Like, people really feel like the sky is falling. I don't know how many of you guys are on Twitter, how active you guys are, but my God, Twitter is toxic. When you look at some of these comments, so our fan base, and I never knew that some of our fan base was as toxic as they were, until I started this. Listen, man, you guys already know. You guys know I'm a Bible man. I'm a believer, and I always said this. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Listen, stop speaking all the negative stuff all the time. Look, sure enough, a situation may be the way it is, but at the end of the day, listen, man, we got an opportunity. These guys are going to be coached up. These guys haven't even hit the field. None of us truly know because we had a vanilla spring game, right? So the defense actually dominated, and we haven't dominated like that on defense since Lincoln Riley's been here, right? Most people were saying the past couple of springs that USC defense is not going to be good based on what they saw in the spring, right? A lot of people said that. However, the first year, we saw a very, very inspired type of play. And then whatever happened last year, I have absolutely no idea. So this year in the spring game, we saw these guys go out there and move and groove. So look, you can, for what that's worth, can we base it on that and say that it's going to be somewhat better than what I look? I say at least top 50, but if we get the right production, I'm saying top 20. I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to that. I'm sorry. I agree. LSU game is big. Need to at least look good. Hopefully win. LSU breaking in a new quarterback. Yeah, they're breaking in a new quarterback. But he does have someone. I think he played against Wisconsin in the spring game. Joshua Shaw, and just counting on Coach Henry developing some of the talent we already have in the building. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, man, that was my guy, man. I mean, I'm telling you, you guys remember Joe McKnight, Stephon Johnson went down there, and Matt Matt Barkley went down there and just dominated Ohio State. Man, Joe McKnight was so smooth, man. I mean, he was one of the smooth. He's my favorite player from Louisiana. He was one of the smoothest guys that you could ever get on the field, man. His style, listen, after Reggie Bush came, I said, you know what? You guys remember they had, what's the guy name that came from San Diego? He was supposed to be like the next Reggie Bush. What's his name? Braxton? Was it? I can't remember his name. Somebody, but anyway, McKnight was the guy. McKnight was he was so smooth. His running style, the way he just glided through the holes, man, that dude was he's not just my favorite running back from Louisiana. He's one of my favorite college running backs of all time. That's how much love I got for Joe McKnight. Let me get to some of these comments. Let's see. I'm trying to get to you. I see the super chat. Hey, Supermax, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You've been a long time supporter. Much love to you. And I thank you for the super chat. USC sky is falling. You're lost in the sauce. Hey, Sideline, what's up, my man? Hey, listen, if you guys are on Twitter, I think this is the same one that's on Twitter. If you guys are on Twitter, for those I got a total of 332 people on here. I can't tell which is what. Some are on YouTube, some are on Twitter. But if this is the same one, go subscribe to him. Go follow him on Twitter. He puts out a lot of good information. We all kind of like one big family on Twitter. Oscar, where in the world you been at, man? Big shout out to my guy, Oscar, man. Oscar be showing me much love, man. Big shout out to you. What's good, bro? Trojan family. We good with the players we have right now. Absolutely, man. Let's just roll. Let's roll with what we got, man. And let's just keep it moving. USCJ, some fans keep it 100. That doesn't mean no. They never talk about the good. I talk about the good and I tell you the bad. But at the end of the day, to keep harping on a situation, think about this. It's nothing we can do about it. I gave you guys the facts, and I'm not going to keep drilling it in. The facts is this. You guys know I said our NIL is not going to do it. You guys remember I said that a couple weeks ago. I said they're absolutely not going to pay for these guys. But why keep going over and over and over and over again? That's putting negative energy in the air, bro. It's not about not keeping it real, but let's talk about the good. You could talk about the bad. Well, on the flip side, talk about the good. Because what you put out in the air, we all know the situation, right? All of us know the situation. And so to keep harping over it over and over again, it's not going to change anything. I tell you what, how about I'll match everybody. And I think the minimum, well, I know. Now, I don't think. I know the minimum is $100 to put with House of Victory. But that's the way we could change things. Let's talk about that. How we could donate to the House of Victory instead of putting this out, because anybody that said, Jay, let's talk about matching House of Victory, we're not matching because everybody money different, but at least $100 minimum. Let's do that instead of complaining about it. That's what I'm saying. Let's put our money where our mouth is. I can show you the receipts from House of Victory. Can you guys show me that? Can you know what I mean? So that's what, if we're gonna complain about it, let's help donate, because we know we got issues. That's what I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Sector, shout out to you though. My man, it's 5 3042. What's up, Derek? In Indonesia. What's up with you, brother? What's up? Shout out to you, man. Man, it's early out there, man. Baxter. That's Dylan Baxter. That's who it is. I couldn't think of the name. Dylan Baxter. You guys remember? Oh, he said it too. Dylan Baxter was supposed to be one of the. He's a great talent. I forget where he went. Did he go to San Diego State? He went somewhere. Yeah. Dylan Baxter, man. He was supposed to be that dude. Giovanna, what's up? What's up? I hadn't seen you in a long time. Do you think USC should have approached the NIL similar to what Dabo Swinney approaches it at Clemson? Absolutely not. By the way, for anybody that doesn't know, Dabo Swinney, well, okay, I think I might got your question twisted. I don't know how he approaches the NIL. I know how he approaches the transfer portal. The transfer portal, to me, they go together. But the transfer portal, he essentially doesn't believe in it. And so I don't think we need to approach it like that, because there's some guys that we can get. But I told you guys this a while back. If you look at Georgia, tell me one person from the transfer portal that they got from the D-line. They got players from the transfer portal, but I've never seen them get players from the D-line because they're developing these guys. And I said the 2025 class, when you look at some of the guys right now that's on the table for USC, I'm telling you, these guys, if we can have the number one class, we're getting all these guys, I think we'll be strong. But here's the thing with NIL and transfer portal, Giovanna. I think when you got a guy, just let me give you an example, like Carlon Jones. Carlon Jones is a 4-star guy. Now, you got guys that are, Suggs. You got other guys that are possibly having these agents that we got to talk to, and these guys were 2 stars, 3 stars. How does that look for? How do you think that makes our players feel when these guys are getting? Because what's happening is these guys they're overpaying. These schools, Oregon is overpaying for guys, and so I don't think we should approach it like Dabo, because he's going to be lost in the sauce. It's going to catch up with him, but I do think it's got to be some type of balance to where we're not overpaying. I mean, my God, how are you going to overpay for a guy that's at a Division II school? That is absurd. Thank you for that question, though. Hughes could be another man. I'm telling you, I don't know if you guys seen this, but I'm telling you, Hughes has another step to him, and I truly believe that he's on that level. I really believe that. I saw it last year, and that's the crazy thing about it. Alex Grinch, that regime, they weren't playing the guys that needed to play, because there were times that I seen guys like a Braylon Shelby, Elijah Hughes get in there and have another step, but for whatever reason, and same thing with Anthony Beavers, same thing with Prophet Brown. We saw these guys get in there. It's absolutely crazy why they weren't playing. And for our defense to play like that, it was crazy. Man, I appreciate you, Bree. Appreciate you. USCJ, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying top 20. I'm saying no less than, I mean, the worst is going to be top 50. I'm thinking the top 20, at least. Dylan Baxter. He was a 5-star, man. Hey, slap happy. Fight on, my man. Fight on. That dude was like everything. We failed miserably getting D-line. We need it via the point. Hey, listen, we got what we got. So the coaches didn't fail. Lincoln Riley, nobody talks about how Lincoln Riley went out his way, fired essentially his best friend, the godfather of his kids. Nobody talks about that. Everybody said Lincoln Riley, all these Oklahoma sites, all these Oklahoma fans, Lincoln Riley will never change who his staff is. Lincoln Riley is who he is. But you know what he did? He did the opposite of what everybody was thinking. You remember all our fans were crying then when Lincoln Riley wouldn't change. All of a sudden, he did everything. He didn't just do it. He hired the best capable staff, the best defensive line coach in the NFL, one of the best defensive back coaches. He hired Matt Inch, a coach that winning championships on the D1 AA level. I mean, what else? Deanton Lynn, the coach that flipped UCLA's defense around. So everything it's not their fault. We already know what this is. I'm not gonna keep putting it out there, but we already know what this is. It's a money game. These guys got agents. They're paying for guys they're overbidding for these guys. It's absolutely insane. So it is what it is. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do it. Keith, what's up, my man? Hey, shout out to my man Keith, man. Matter of fact, Keith was my first ex-USC football player to come on this show. I got love for Keith. I talk to him, I think, almost every day. I think we chop it up every day. But he's coaching now at Lock High. I got big love. Oh, you said the player. Hey, shout out to all the players. Man, listen, man. Keith been sending me videos of you guys working out in the weight room. I need you guys to get it on and popping, on and cracking. Man, I need you guys to listen. Listen to everything that Keith is telling you. Keith played linebacker at USC. He knows what he's talking about. Listen to Big Keith, man. I want to see some PR. I want to see some 315. I want to see some 225 and make it happen, man. You guys could be great. Shout out to the Lock High football team. Big time. USCJ, the negative comments are just like the comments from the NFL post. Yeah, people that never play. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to have to get off of this thing. Every time I come on here, I'm always longer to everybody's talking about, that's a great point. Everybody's talking about Juju Lewis. They're talking about all these guys taking recruiting trips. If you've never been recruited before, you don't know what it's like taking trips. Do you? I know. I mean, you guys got to realize this. No, we don't want our guys going places, but at the end of the day, these are free trips. These guys get to go in cities they've never been before. So let the process play out. It used to be when I was coming up, we only got 5 trips. Now they got unlimited trips. Let these guys eat and let them go to, different places. Taste the Southern food. Come to the West Coast. Taste all kinds of food. Let them go where they got to go and let them do what they got to do. I'm not tripping as long as we secure the class. I'm not. But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. I totally agree. Hey, Bree, I appreciate you, man. It's time to move forward. Hey, I'm over it, man. I'm all the way over it. My mind can't even go back to that. We're going forward. Absolutely, bro. I appreciate you. Hey, matter of fact, I need to get you on here, man. My guys had you on, man. And this Marquise Gallego's father, matter of fact, you hearing it from me right now. I'm getting you on here, man. We're going to set up a date. I'm going to message you, man, and we're going to make it happen. Shout out to Marquise Gallego's father, Sam Gallegos. They are keeping their opinion 100. That doesn't mean your opinion is right. Keep it positive and stop helping. Thank you. And stop helping these other teams push their youth. Thank you. Hey, listen, let me tell you. Now you guys are hearing it from a parent. This is what I want you guys to understand. I told you guys. I said a lot of parents, you guys know. You guys see Cam Fountain mama here. You guys see Solomon Bird's mama here. Keon Barr's mom. I don't even want to tell you what she inboxed me about how crazy the fans were talking last season. And I tried to tell you guys, they watch this stuff. Not only that, you giving content. This is the whole thing. I know that because I talk to these guys. You giving content to all these other teams that we play against. And you know what? I see them on Twitter. They post you guys' comments, the negative comments. They post them on Twitter. And as a result, we start seeing them and they see the message board stuff. Have you guys ever seen the message board thing and all this stuff? I'm like, man, this is the most ridiculous. You guys got to understand that. But you guys just do whatever you feel. Not everybody. But that's a great point. Sam, I appreciate you, man. Love your family. I was close, laughing out loud. Hey, so USC needs to build relationships with George Lucas, Clay Hilton, scaring him away, and was our Phil Knight. Hey, man, I already gave USC 100K into it. Listen, man, look, but we can all do our part. I bet that 100K got you making more than 100K right now, right? I bet it got you making more than 100. So I can do it. I can do, all of us can do something. I'm just saying to help donate. I'm not saying we could donate 100,000. I can't donate 100,000. I could donate $100. I could do that, but no way I could contribute. But I mean, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is different. Your situation may be different, but I know I can, and those who can. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. USC Pride, what you do? I just remember. Night go. I'm about to get given the choice, elite coaches with solid talent beats elite talent with bad coaching. Absolutely. Do we want to go back to the Clay Helton years? I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but Clay Helton, he had a lot of 5-stars, believe it or not. There were times, I mean, I don't even want to talk about, I'm not even going to bring that stuff up. But yeah, I totally agree with you. You could donate any amount to House of Victory. Pick your sport. Thank you, Supermax. Thank you. Well, we know what happened with that, man. I mean, my thing is this with that. He had an opportunity to really commit his first time, right? That he was up there before the other coach even came in. He could have committed, but I don't know. I mean, he committed to UCLA, and I've been watching UCLA. By the way, they've been doing some great things in recruiting. I can't even front, but of course they're not on our level. But they're kind of surprising me. I didn't think it was going to be quite this bad, man. But yeah. Anthony, what's up, big dog? These guys in the portal still are 2-star are playing, and some are like 7 years. We don't need them. I mean, they asking for all this money, and they're not even. I mean, Derek Harmon may be the only one. I mean, just with that big 300-pound body, but these guys are literally astronomical prices. Like, come on. It takes more than a year to overturn Alex Grinch. Well, listen. Get justice and focus on high school recruiting. The defense will be better, but you can't. Hey, I'm not expecting miracles, but I will say this: if our defense can play inspired ball like the way it played in the Holiday Bowl, I think we'll be decent. Simple as that. Simple as that, my man. Simple. Half breed, USCJ. This coaching staff will coach these young men up. Don't forget what Michigan did. Absolutely. Shout out to Lock High. Yeah, big shout out. I'm about to get off, man. I didn't think. My God, I said about 30 minutes. It's 52 minutes. But look, I just want to tap in with everybody, man. You guys see I'm lost in the sauce, but big shout out to everybody, man, that came through. We got 383 people in here between YouTube and Twitter. I can't see the breakdown, but shout out to everybody, man. So look, I'm out of here. I just want to, hey, Sam Gallegos, fight on, my man. I appreciate you tapping in. My voice is running out. I'm about to get off of this thing, but fight on to everybody, man. Listen, everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.